Hey y'all. I don't know if notifications will go out or not, but I was just sitting here finishing up dinner. I'm going to make a cheesecake, so I figured I'd hop on and say hello. I haven't been on this channel in a while. I haven't really cooked. Well, I've cooked a lot, but nothing fun or exciting. Well, I guess I couldn't say that either because everybody likes different things. But we're going to make an easy cheesecake here in a minute, so maybe I will show you guys what I'm up to. Anybody gets a notification. We shall see. This is the channel that it's hard for. I always forget to use this channel. Unless I'm just cooking. But we shall see. Easy cheesecake. Oxymoron. Regular. Making fun of me and my cheesecake. Easy peasy. What's up, Marcy? What you guys doing? What y'all up to? I went and got groceries. Got everything put away. I usually go when the girls are in school, and there's definitely reasons for that. But they're home, so we made do. We made do. What you doing, Bella? I need to trim your nails, Bella. What you guys up to? You guys, it's so weird because most of you are 3 hours ahead of me. We don't change times, but everybody else does. So we're on Pacific Standard, like I'm in line with Pacific Standard Time now instead of Mountain Standard Time. It's the screwiest shit to try and figure out time zones. It's always weird. I wish nobody changed. That would be ideal. What y'all doing? Cleaning up flower beds. Do you think you're done getting snow? Do you think you'll get a late snowstorm? Hey KCG, I can't talk. Hopefully it's over. Hopefully the snow is over. I won't brag about how many tomatoes I have on my tomato plant. Working, of course. I know you are. You're always at work. You're always on the go. I keep thinking I'm going to get my... Well, I probably walked too far away from my router. I can't believe every day I come out here and look and there's new tomatoes coming. It's shocking. I'm going to have tomatoes. If they continue to go, I'll have tomatoes coming out my ears before long. Which is good because I can send them to my mother-in-law. Oh, good. Revival, that's good. Eating now, and then you have to finish packing. What are you guys having for dinner? Our weather is really nice, thankfully, so... Let me see. We're barbecuing. It's supposed to get cooler here. End of the week, it's supposed to drop down into the high 60s. The next week, it's supposed to go up to the high 70s and 80s. Which will be nice. I slept really well, and I'm still yawning. What is wrong with me? No, Britt, not yet. Things are great. You couldn't get me off my bubble today, no matter what happens. Like, things are fantabulous over here. He should be home anytime now. I think he's got so much going on now. God, that poor guy is so busy. He's so freaking busy. which is good. I won't complain about that. Not at all. Anybody have anything good for dinner? I gotta get dinner done, and then I think if Am feels up to it, we'll go live tonight and give him more of a formal update. Oh, Britt, God, he's so funny. The funny part about that whole thing was the first time we shot that, I didn't record. I was laughing too hard and forgot to hit record, and I sprayed the ever loving shit out of him in the first take, and then we were all laughing so hard and realized, oh shit, I didn't hit record. So we had to do it all over again. But he's a good sport. He's always a good sport. That was just freaking, ugh. By the way, BHB, one of my lovely haters in here, you can clip this and send it to BHB. BHB, Kathy P played a clip of you today going off and gonna rip President Biden to shreds because he mispronounced Laken Riley's name. And, you know, Orange Jesus is who you worship, and you were sitting there touting so loud and proud that you couldn't wait to rip Biden to shreds because he couldn't even get her name right. Well, try being Orange Jesus, who met with the family and face to face with the family, signs a photo, says, I love Laken, and spells it incorrectly, but then has the audacity to talk about other people mispronouncing it or anything like that. But Orange Jesus can't even spell. But hey, we don't want to talk about that, do we? It just keeps getting worse. I love when she puts her foot in her mouth. Love it. Yeah. Oh, Revival, I'll send that to you right now. I was like, what the hell? I forgot I was going to say. I screenshotted it and I was going to send it to you because I was like, the audacity of this bitch. Oh, yeah. So embarrassing. I tell you what, she just keeps making herself worse. Here. I love you, Laken. Isn't that fantabulous? Gotta love it. Oh, I guess that's a great angle. You guys are on my iPad just laying down. Yeah, I guess so, KCG. Hey, Lurker. How are you? Hey, Shop. I guess she just didn't show up. I don't know how that works with status conferences because she's not represented by an attorney. I'm not sure. Normally, attorneys do those things, especially after they ripped Biden to shreds when he said her name incorrectly during his State of the Union address. Meanwhile, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, hold on. Let me play that clip. Instead of just talking about it, let me shut these people down since you guys, I have to say, yeah, Betty skipped court. Oh, accounting by day, did you see what I just showed? So Betty's been going off. Hold on, let me show it again. Betty's been going off about how she was going to go on this rant and rip Biden to shreds because he doesn't even have enough respect to get her name right. And then here's a photo op with Trump and the family. And look what Trump wrote. I love you, Laken, and spelled it incorrectly. Yeah, there's that. And then, hold on, let me find the clip of MTG. One moment, please. One momento. Oh, I have so many clips. Mental capacity. This is the one. I had given it to him. Oh, yeah, this is the one here. Let me
No,
turn
we've
it up.
all been questioning his mental capacity, and he had this pen in his hand. I had given it to him as he walked down the aisle, and when I yelled out at him and I said, "Say her name, Lincoln Riley," he picked up the pen, and he...
Did you hear what MTG just said? When I said, say her name, Lincoln Riley. Let's hear that again.
Her name, Lincoln Riley, he picked up the pen.
Lincoln Riley. MTG just can't shut her mouth long enough to save her ass.
And he had it right there. It's easy to read, Lincoln, but he said Lincoln Riley.
And you just claimed that that's what you yelled at him to say was Lincoln Riley. Like, can you make up your mind here, lady? Betty's a buffoon. Betty's just like MTG. She's just like MTG. Accounting by day, did you see what just happened with Boebert? Boebert either has to step down and resign to run for the special election because the 4th district has to run a special election now. And if she steps down, she'll run. Otherwise, she'll be facing an incumbent in District 4 in Colorado. Ha! Right, Revival? I know. Like, it puts some... If they would just stop trying to use that victim, like, it's a horrendous murder. There's here nor there. That dude had multiple police interaction. He had been arrested in New York. He had... I don't know how he was on the streets roaming around, to be honest, as is, except our judicial system continues to fail everybody. But he had numerous police interaction before. Unfortunately, again, horrific murder, senseless crime that is being weaponized for political agenda. And I am so sick of people fucking bringing up these topics. I will be honest. I had a hard time sitting on my fucking hands today. And there's probably times that I'm not going to sit on my hands. And it's probably I just don't go to those chats anymore because they bring up situations and conversations that involve politics, policy, justice, reform. But then they don't want to talk about any of that or the real problems of why these things continue to happen. Like, it just drives me fucking nuts. And I get so irritated because, oh, we don't want to talk about that. You know, people are really offended. I don't give a fuck if people are offended anymore. I'm sorry. And especially men. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry anymore. But you males need to stay out of the hell out of our women's business. Period. Point blank. End of story. You ain't telling me what to do with my uterus now nor ever. I know, right? I know. Oh, I'm so glad. She'll have an incumbent to run against. She won't step down. We all know she's too egotistical for that, but yeah, she's in a bad spot now, especially with the bad PR she's been getting with her son being in trouble. Oh, you have the best band parents. Thankfully, none of my kids play instruments either, KCG. I would probably be insane more than I already am. Am and I have been having the best combos today. If you guys only knew like how real our combos are, it's sad. It's not sad. It's freaking awesome. I wish she lives like right down the street from me because I would get nothing done. Actually, we'd get a whole hell of a lot done, but we'd probably set some shit on fire. What up, Cash? Ooh, Cash. Hey, the real angel. Y'all, Accounting by Day hooked me up again with another documentary that's a must-see. If you ever want good documentary, fucking suggestions, Accounting by Day is the complete hookup on that. She turned me on to this show called American... why did it just slip my head? American Conspiracy, The Octopus Murders. Y'all, it's 4 episodes. It's a 4-part docu-series, but it goes back and talks about the alphabet agencies in the Reagan administration, and it's about a journalist who ended up dead. So freaking good. So good. It's not one-sided politically, so everybody should be okay. It just talks about the bigger picture and some of the corruption and stuff that's gone on. It is so freaking good. Oh, Yes, the real Angel. That's been a shit show. That swinger actually served somebody who reviews her with a PPO yesterday. Hey, let's be honest. Hey, T. Oh, shop. Another one that I just finished is the program. And that's really good. That hit hard for me, though, because some of the paperwork in there from this place called Bethel is what we used homeschooling. Hey, Kathy. Oh, Kathy, hold on. I know I'm on my backup channel, but can I not do it on here? God dang it. Okay. Revival, will you remind me when I'm on my main channel to do what I told you earlier that I needed to do? Thank you. Revival's probably like, shut up, Becky. Yeah, the program's really good too. That's another good one. Oh, back to the swinger thing. She served Pity Petty Patty, who parodies her. Oh, I binge watched it too. Let's be honest, it was so good. And you know what's really funny? That attorney from Polson. I grew up in Ronan. My whole entire mom's family. My mom graduated from high school in Ronan. That is where a lot of my family is from. So that judge is somebody that that attorney is somebody my family's known forever. It's crazy though. But and then the Litchfields from Utah, like that's a big name, unfortunately, in the troubled teen industry. Okay. Anyways, Petty Patty from the swinger drama stuff. She got officially served with a PPO today from Christina. Christina's a nut, like a complete and utter nut. The swinger people, oh my God. Y'all, she's got this really young boyfriend now. And she had him on live the other night. Me and Chronicles were watching it and cracking up and texting each other. And she's got this really young boyfriend. And he came on live with her. And she's like sitting there. Tell him how much you spent on my daughter on her Uber Eats for the last month. Like, oh my God. She's totally using him for money. She's like, he got me into a $700,000 house. Like, so stupid. Revival's amazing. I'm barbecuing steaks. Ooh, KCG, that's a good idea. Oh, Accounting by Day, that's another. I'll share those on my page because I finished them too. That was another amazing one too. I'm barbecuing steaks, baked potatoes, garlic bread. But right now I'm throwing stuff in to make one of the no-bake cheesecakes. I just was at the store and craved cheesecake, so I just bought the ingredients. Kyle will eat this tonight because he's spoiled. Which one? Let's be honest. The swinger stuff? The swinger dramas from TikTok. The swinger dramas from TikTok. The program and the Octopus series are on Netflix. The other ones that Accounting by Day is talking about are YouTube videos. I'll share those for you guys because it's really good. Real good. Y'all, I get nothing done because I just watch all these. Hey, Fit and Curvy. I know. Come on over, shop. I know. No, they're not Mormon swingers. This group isn't Mormon swingers. This is, I don't even know what you would call these. They're not truly swingers, to be honest. Like, this girl isn't a swinger, and she actually admits that finally. But she used that community to cheat on her husband and try to get away with it. It's crazy. We talked about it a little bit the other day. It's just insane. It's been going on since the pandemic. Kenzie, what'd you do with my recipe box? Where'd you put my recipe box? I can't. Right up where? Y'all, Kenzie needs a hobby. She reorganized my pantry again. Hey, August Moon. She organized my pantry again and I can't find shit.
Up top, for all your baking crackers.
I'm looking at right there. Oh, you shoved it on the thing. Gotcha. I need a whole closet just for my baking stuff.
Somebody on the game was talking about a lobotomy, thinking it was something dirty. I'm like, bro, how do you not know what it is?
It is dirty. Thankfully, they're illegal now.
Yeah, I mean, like, he meant like in a sexual way.
Oh,
like,
no.
Dude,
It's a, no.
I told him what it was.
Okay.
But they used it for. I was like, dude, come on, how do you get that mixed up?
Kids your age always think that everything's dirty. Okay. So all this cheesecake is a cup of, an 8-ounce thing of Cool Whip, an 8-ounce thing of cream cheese, and 2/3 cup of powdered sugar. That's it. That's all there is to it. Nothing special. Is this my powdered sugar?
No, that's flour.
Where did you put my open powdered sugar?
Right behind that brown sugar.
Oh, you again, kid, move my stuff.
No, stop.
Put my stuff back where it belongs. Cash, I'm sending her. Oh, yeah, this isn't soft swinger drama. This is full-fledged, like, some crazy shit. Like, there ain't nothing soft about anything that these people do. Definitely not.
What are you talking about?
Talking about the swinger drama on TikTok.
With what? Who?
With that Christina chick.
Is she the one with, like, a bunch of kids?
No. No, you're thinking the Mormon swinger too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the Mormons.
You're thinking, what's her name? You know, Dakota's her boyfriend or fiance or whatever.
Where her and her best friend went on, and they switched husbands.
That's
and
Mormon.
Stuff. Yeah.
But they are.
And now they're divorced because of it.
They're not illegal. They should be. T, right? I have no problem with it either. She just is a mess. Christina is a mess. Open relationship. To find the recipe. Oh. Did she leave all sorts of notes in her cookbooks? Kathy's like, release those hands. Fire in the hole. Y'all would be cracking up if you knew what a prude I am. It was so funny because I don't talk about that stuff at all. Even with like my closest friends, I don't talk about intimate relationships. It's just something that I've always thought was odd. I don't know why I find it to be odd. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sex. We're all adults. It's a natural thing. Yada, yada, yada. I could go on forever, but I just am not like... Some stuff I think should be really private between partners, and I've always been that way. But I'll talk about other people's. How sad does that sound? If you put it out there, I'll talk about it. I ain't gonna shame you over it because I don't care, but Kenzie, now where's my mixing? Cash, can take your child, please. I can't find shit in my kitchen anymore. Lobotomies are extremely controversial and should never be used. There's actually a documentary on that too. I watched that. Willowbrook. From the Kennedy days. Hey, Bree. We are. Oh, I'm on my backup channel, Bree. We're just bullshitting. Oh, Counting my day. That shit's so great. That shit's the best stuff ever, though, to talk about. I crack up. Y'all, it's gonna be a long time until November. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna get rough. And I am here for it because lately people are just making themselves look like asses, and I'm here for it. Willowbrook was partially exposed by Geraldo Rivera. Did you guys know that Geraldo used to be like a super investigative journalist? A super big investigative journalist? You know what? I just thought about this too. Revival. Just because I'm a prude and not a freak in the sheets doesn't mean I don't have imagination. I can have penises hanging on my wall. Dexter, go away. He's like, Mom, it's time to eat. So I gotta get my cream cheese to melt in here. I'll show you guys what I'm doing when I'm done. Littles are home, that's why my camera's off, just in case they come walking across the kitchen. They're home for a couple weeks. Hey, Language of Horses. Ooh, KCGC. I would love to go to EDC. Or not EDC. Is that Electric Daisy Carnival? Is that what it's called? EDM? I think they're called EDC. I would love to go to Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland's on my bucket list. Kyle and I will be 50 at Tomorrowland. See, I would be okay. Well, I can't say that because if it's like, okay, Cappy, I wouldn't even probably notice, to be honest. I probably would not even recognize. My girls would keep them busy. KCG, that would be an experience and a half. Oh, Kathy, did you see what I said? Were you in here? When I said that Betty is little, I'm going to go off when I have time. I'm going off about Biden and blah, blah, blah. I can't even say her name right. If you rewind, you'll see the picture I showed of Orange Jesus signing her name incorrectly and spelling it incorrectly. Meanwhile, standing next to the family after spelling her name incorrectly. So Betty can just sit the fuck down. Oh, Laura, perplexed. I'm sure you won't get this either, but just so you know, don't think for one fucking second that I don't see your sly little shit that you pull in Lisa's. I respect Lisa, not you, bitch, first of all. Secondly, you might want to stop with the pregnancy jokes. I know that you thought you were being cute and haha and it was no big deal. Okay, cool. But people who are not able to have children don't find those jokes to be very funny, even though that's what your attempt was to be. I didn't take offense to it, but read the fucking room. Other people might. So don't take my respect for Lisa and me sitting on my hands and not addressing you and your fucking stupid bullshit in her chat. It's probably best that you just act like you can't see me when I pop in there. That would probably be best. It would probably be the safest because one of these days I'm going to probably rip you to shreds over it. And like I said, she was trying to be funny, but she just doesn't know how to read a fucking room. She drives me fucking batty. These people that take my kindness and my respect for other people that I fuck with to like the extreme and think that I'm just gonna remain silent on shit. Fuck out of here. Some of y'all pushing. Some of y'all pushing for a reaction, and trust me, you don't want a reaction. Because it ain't gonna be what you want. Oh. I get like she was trying to be funny and whatever, but it's just not funny. Like, I don't fucking refer to you as fucking Mr. Ed in her chat. Don't be making jokes about people being pregnant. Or being pregnant. Again, time and place. Read the room. Hey, Sticky. Yeah, Britt, go ahead. I have a wrench in there, and I respect Lisa. I respect Lisa a lot. Kathy, you saw the comments she was making today. And I just ignored it because, again, I wasn't offended by it. But other people that have infertility issues and know that, like, have been here in discussions, knowing that I had a hysterectomy at 26 years old. I was only able to have one child. There's so many people around us that struggle with infertility. It's just such an ignorant, like, comments to make like that. It is just so stupid. Like, I sat on that backspace quite a few times. I'm just, ugh. Some people's kids. Your mama didn't teach you no fucking home. Your mama didn't have no home training for you assholes. Some of y'all. I don't watch you. I don't pay attention to you. It's probably just best you act like I don't exist. Yeah, Kathy, it's just so fucking weird. It's so weird. And I don't know if it's her way of like trying to break the ice or say something funny or whatever. Again, I knew she was attempting to like be sly and joke around and stuff. So I wasn't personally offended, but there's other people that are offended by those conversations, especially when we're in an arena with 99% women. You're saying that to somebody that openly does not fucking like you, never have liked you, finds you to be as ignorant as fucking Dexter. Actually, Dexter might be more intelligent. I don't go around saying that shit. I mean, I do. Give me an opportunity. I don't have no problem, but it's just fucking weird. People are weird. People are weird. Okay. Kathy, that's what I think too. That's what I think she was attempting to do. I think she was attempting to be sly. Yeah, I don't need Laura's advice. I'm not one of the ones that walk with her. I take the whole, if you don't like somebody, don't watch them. That's my theory on most of them. You're worth my while of reviewing. You don't get enough content of anything that I care about to correct you, so. What? What? Hold on. Wait, what did I miss here? Holy shit. Wait, what? Who? What? Somebody honestly said that, KCG? People say shit about her all the time, and no, that's definitely not true. Definitely not true. Not that it would matter even if she was. Yeah, wouldn't matter even if she was. But I guess I shouldn't be shocked by that either because people said that about me too. Like that's an old troll school thing. Like that's a super immature, especially in an arena with like women and men in their 40s, predominantly 30s, 40s, and 50s. Like the immature insults and the bullshit that they start about people and the jabs, even though that's not an insult, like not even remotely an insult. I don't know. But no, definitely not. That's fucking crazy that people would even say that ignorant shit, though.
What?
That my friend Lisa is transgender. Not that it would matter, but it's just blatant fucking lies. Sorry, Britt. I'll be nice to Dexter. I won't compare him to Laura. He is a needy fuck, though. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm shocked that was ever said. Honestly, like that's just something to me that's really weird. Okay. Sorry, got a text message I was looking at. That is odd. Kiki, you don't get to go outside with me. Yeah, Britt, it's just she wasn't making him about infertility. She was just cracking jokes about me being pregnant. Because I went in and said, like, hey, Lisa, I got some good news or whatever. And so she started the joke about I was pregnant and all this stuff. And it is what it is. But anywho, over that conversation, who else do I want to cuss out today? Which other person do I want to cuss out? Huh. There's a million. Actually, to be honest, if I'm being real fucking truthful, I've watched Kathy. I popped into Burnt Toast for a while last night. I popped into Queens today. I watched Lisa a little bit today. Other than that, I have not been paying attention. I haven't been in chats lately. I haven't even had the time. The few things that I have caught up on have been super disappointing. It's like super disappointing. I don't know. Today was so refreshing. No, KCG, I understand. No, I understand. I get that. I know you're not asking to be rude at all. I know that you felt comfortable asking here because people would understand. I just can't believe that was said. I'm not shocked. Wouldn't be surprised that people make stuff like that. Hey, Kate, good to see you. Oh, Marcy. Yeah, Revival, I didn't because I hold a wrench in there for Lisa and I didn't want to make it uncomfortable for anybody or like point out the obvious of like, Laura, fucking read the room here, you dumb bitch. And I know she doesn't know that about me. Like she has no idea that I had a hysterectomy at 26. She don't watch me, I don't watch her, but she just needs to stick to that and just act like I don't exist. Yeah, Shop, I have not. And I've just not been interested in the same stuff that I once was. Like, I've been so disgusted by trying to watch any of these true crime things. I've been watching a lot, doing a lot of research. I'll be honest, I've been really into the political stuff and yeah, the bullshit going on over there. Because it's just been such a roller coaster train wreck, full steam ahead all day long. And I pick and choose, like I can't watch it all that long because it gets very like bleh. Oh, okay, right. I know. It was I'm almost speechless still about it. We've got a long ways to go, but at least the door's open now. Oh, no shit, KCG, I didn't know that. Oh, you have to pack lightly. That sucks. Yeah, those little pill bags are really nice and handy for that. I have these little containers. They're little plastic containers that I do for the kids when we travel. Um, they did though. Oh, fit and curvy. It's getting rough and it's embarrassing. Like as a former GOP member, it's so fucking embarrassing to watch how things are going. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
And I get all of the emails still from like the Trump campaign, from MTGs. Like I get spammed emails all day. And then my dumbass does stupid shit like goes and researches the Trump for Kids book and then gets spammed with 5,000 other things. So, okay, we're on the other channel. We're just on this one. We're just on my cooking and talking shit channel. We're just on the backup. They're all saying, hi, Kyle.
Hello, hello.
How was work?
Good. I like having a helper again because I can yell at people.
Oh, yeah? What's your yelling at people look like?
Well, considering he outweighs me by 150
I was
pounds,
just going to say, I bet you don't really yell at him in a stern voice.
and he's like a foot and a half taller than I am.
Yeah. His helper is like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's pretty big.
He's a big dude. Real big dude.
It works out good, though, because he's our neighbor. So
yeah, he's cool as hell. Cool as hell. Yeah. Yeah, Bree. Yeah. Yeah. You got what was going on in there, too. There was this... She is actually... And she has said on her own live streams before, I got a clip of it, which was shocking that, like, you know, she has openly said Nonsense doesn't like me, but she has a wrench in Lisa's chat and she just ignores me when I come in and she doesn't make, you know, comments and stuff. I don't, because I respect the host of the channel. Nothing to do with respecting her. I have zero for her. I've never had any respect for her. She fucking ran with Molly's misinformation on me right from the jump and looked like a big fool. Whatever. And then I learned enough from the OGs that I was easily able to make up my mind about her behavior. It is what it is. She might be right like 1 in a million times. 1 out of a million times, but that's all we give her. But the sly, underhanded shit, like, bitch, I could read you in 2 seconds if I wanted to. I'm just over here. The Islanders are kind of doing something different here. The Islanders are kind of using their voices for things that matter. You guys can keep your drama. Sorry. Not really interested. I'll talk shit with them, but don't really have time. It won't take up any space in my mind. That's just like the anti group too. Well, actually, Shop, she was basically saying that it was kind of a respect thing. Like she was pointing out the fact that I don't disrespect her in Lisa's chat. But, well, I think Lisa has like Lisa's nice to her, I'm sure. I don't know. Lisa's genuinely pretty good to everybody. I think it takes a lot for her to not like somebody or have a real major personal issue. Lisa's always great to me. But she wasn't really I guess she wasn't playing the victim, but you can tell like she just tries to like, she knows I'm not going to talk shit back to her, right? So she takes that opportunity to like make these, she thought she was being funny, but she's ignorant as fuck. And if I wanted to embarrass her, I could have really easily embarrassed her and been like, that's real fucking smooth, bitch. Talking to a woman that can't have kids, like real fucking smooth. But I just left it alone. I figured addressing it here. Oh, and there's one other one. Oh my God, but she's just a sub. We don't attack subs. Let me tell you what. There's a couple people that are just subs who go in every fucking chat and say something. And it's always this, our opinions don't fucking matter. We can't talk and have opinions. Well, if you would actually come off and say like your opinion on something and stand on it instead of being wish fucking washy all over the place and just continuing to complain that you can't say your opinions, nobody gives a fuck. Either state your opinions or shut the fuck up. Okay? And you know who I'm talking to. because I see your underhanded digs at me all the time. I get it. You think that I think I'm smarter than you. No, I just research and educate myself on topics that are important to myself and others. Uh, but one of these days, you're going to push it. And it's a little fucking annoying. And we see you. Okay? You're seen. That's why I don't fuck with you. And it's not anybody in the comment section here either. Well, might be. No, Twist, not you. You didn't come in at the wrong time. I'm just getting this shit off my chest that's been coming for a while because it's constant. It's constant.
Hey, Twist.
Everywhere. It's so annoying. It's just one of those, like, they don't even say an opinion. They don't even say anything. They just constantly complain about not being able to say their opinion when they don't ever give their opinion. They just say they can't give their opinion. Like, oh. I didn't know that Jilly and Molly broke up. That's not shocking. I mean, that was predicted. I haven't told anyone besides.
Hi, Brittany.
Oh, Shop. Aw. Exactly, fit and curvy, right? I'm really understanding though, like, okay. Becky, you might be saying too much. Shop, I'm really, that's a lot. That's really hard. That is, your mental health should come first though, always. And you have dedicated so much to your children and continue to do so. It's a thankless job. And I'm sorry that you're going through that. And as a mama, we appreciate you so much, but please always take care of yourself first. Your needs have to come first. Always. That's a super hard place. Hey, Mercedes girl, what you doing? That's a really hard place to be, Shop. I'm sorry. And you, please, whatever you do not beat yourself up over your decision. I'm so proud of you for standing up for your own mental health. That's so needed. And more people need to learn how to do that and tap out when they need to. Oh, Twist, yeah, there's never a wrong time in here. It's just me running my mouth, you know. Okay, this is what I was going to say. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful outside. I just came back in for a minute, but I'm really realizing there's a big difference out here in communities. I've noticed that for a long time, but I think it's becoming more and more apparent to me. Sorry, I had to get ice. There's an overarching theme of people continue to say they want change, but there's nothing behind that, and it becomes very disappointing. And I'm not like patting ourselves on the back or anything like that, but that has been the Islanders' focus from day one. Like, I started this channel because a man was being exploited after one of the worst situations. I don't take suicide lightly. I don't take mental health lightly. A victim was being exploited by everybody that claimed to love him, and that still does not sit well with me. There's still something about that story, and will always be, that is unsettling for me, because Marvon was the victim and deserved dignity, and it still bothers me. So I have such a different, and please understand that I'm speaking from my perspective. I wanted to see something happen and change for the victims. And then it opened up this huge door to realizing how many people were exploited On the daily, these children and the horrific crimes are being exploited for clicks and views and monetary gain by people who never give a fuck. They talk about wanting change, but they're part of the problem. They show up at people's homes. They don't really navigate. They claim that they're doing all these things when in reality, when you look at the things that they're claiming to do, there's no follow through. There's no action behind it. It's became so disappointing to me. So disappointing to me. Oh, shop, this community, this is why I think my experience is so different. Am has kept me focused. I will be honest. Am and a few others, Revival, Smiles. There's just so many of you guys. Sheila, Shop, T, Kathy. I mean, I could go on. I could name so many people in here that have really kept me focused on what mattered to me or why I, like, and some of them don't even realize that some things that they say like keep me focused. But when this arena with Amethyst's story, like, that is one of the hardest things to hear a victim, which Am's not a victim. She's a fucking survivor and a fighter. And to call it, victims deserve voices. That's just what we've been saying, but she is absolutely a fighter and a survivor. But to deal with that kind of story and to realize what it has caused for decades in her life, like the pain, the struggle, it's a whole different world. So to me, like, the petty arguments, calling each other names, like, I can do the drama. Don't get me wrong. You guys have all seen it. It is what it is. We all like drama some. But that's just such a different avenue. And collectively, as an island, we were able to elevate Am's voice and a door opened. Now we don't know where that door is going to lead. But it's so, I think the rest of you probably can understand that it will be, her story's going to change lives. And to be able to be a part of this journey is honoring. Like, I feel honored to be a part of her journey and other survivors and fighters and stuff. And I just see there's so much good. Like, we have such a tiny little group of people, educators, people in the mental health field, people who are sick of seeing the same shit happen, who are willing to go the extra step. You have all these people that talk about these steps or, they want to see change, but they won't do a fucking thing to, like, make a change because they feel there's no hope in it. And I get it. But to watch this kind of like turn about, I don't know, it was the most refreshing thing to see something change and realize if these people, you got to remember, some of these true crime creators have millions of followers. Can you think of the good that they could do with their channels if they put their mind to it? Think of the victims' voices that they could elevate instead of re-victimizing these victims for clicks and views. Think of the good that these channels could do. We're just a tiny little section over here, a tiny little thing. And we sent hundreds of emails to Newsom's office. Hundreds. And I keep going back to, if these people with these channels, now, like people like Duty Ron is great. Wonderful. Does a lot, gives a lot back. I will say that. But there are so few of them that actually put action behind their words. We had no clue where to start, and we just threw Hail Mary. Can you imagine if people were able to get out of the bullshit and actually do something that mattered to them? It doesn't have to be the same thing that matters to us, but just put action behind their words, how much good YouTube could create. Anyways, it's just really hard for me to like unsee this. I don't think I will ever be able to unsee it. Aw, Shop. I'm sure that I'm sure the families are going to be, but they also will be very knowledgeable that you need you. Yeah, it's just incredible. It's like the good that can be done. Sorry, firing up my barbecue. Tea. Oh, that's a hard age. Revival, you're crazy. Actually, that's the sweet age, isn't it? Shop, you'll be good at whatever you do. Whatever grade gets you is going to be lucky to have you. You'll do good at every position. You know, KCG, though, I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know what that was. Like, coming on here, it's easy to expose frauds and scams and stuff like that. Like, oh, sorry, baby. What happened? Sorry, guys. Bella. Are you okay? What happened? Nothing's eating by you. What happened? You okay?
What'd she do?
I don't know. She jumped off the couch and then she just started squealing. Sorry, guys.
I think it's her leg. Her back right leg. She's limping a little bit.
Well, now she's embarrassed because. Are you okay? You okay?
We need to get her like a step stool to get up on stuff.
Okay. Okay. Don't do it again. Oh, I hate when she does that. God dang. The dog has to give me a heart attack. Yeah, she's okay. She's running around right here. I don't know what she did. She just yelped all of a sudden, like out of nowhere. The cats weren't by her, nothing. She just jumped off the couch. I don't know if she landed wrong or I thought I stepped on her at first, and then I realized she wasn't even under my foot. I apologized to her thinking I stepped on her foot, and that's not what was. I wasn't even close. Then I looked down and she yelped again, so I was like, Since she had that stroke, though, her mouth has been seems to like cramp up and like lock almost. Where'd she go? Kiki, can you take care of her?
She's looking at you like, no.
You okay, baby girl? You okay? Sorry, baby. I don't know what you did. You okay? I'm gonna make your food. Helen's been so freaking busy lately. I talked to her the other day. Aw, Kathy, that's sweet. I do need to clip her nails. She hates it though. She acts like I torture her when I clip her nails. She gets so upset and pouts for days on end, and it's like the biggest dramatic situation ever. She hates it. She acts like I've taken her birthday away, and it bothers me so bad because she gets mad at me for like 2 days, and then she'll hide behind Kyle. She's a major daddy's girl. Our educators don't get enough. They don't get enough anything. Texas educators, I feel so bad for right now. Anybody that's an educator in Texas, because that is a hellhole in itself. Isn't it ironic there's 18 of us in here? That number is never going to go away. Like, that number will never fail to. Oh, can you guys, most of you have been here from day one. Can you guys explain to me why people are still doing content on Michelle? Like, if they would have iced her out a year and a half ago, I guess it's shocking to me. It is shocking to me to see her get mentioned in chat still. I know. It's our thing. Well, somebody had to screw it up and come in. No, I'm just joking. What's the way to do ever the 19th? I can't understand what the allure is there. $18 life to go. I just cannot understand it. Content views, yeah. Truthfully, that's all it is. And they've rewritten the story like 15 different times. It's so funny because we forget that those live streams still exist for quite a few of us. I mean, shit, I probably have more content that I could pull out and rewrite some of their BS, but it's not even worth it to me. I want nothing to do with those people or those communities. Like, honestly, okay, this is going to sound real terrible. Revival, you should probably take my button away today. Truthfully, I'm really glad that the people that came in from Marvon's story, from those Facebook groups, I'm so glad that they stayed over there with her doing Michelle content, because I tell you what fucking train wrecks. It's like a mixture of the anti-KJ community, the leftovers from that community, and then the Facebook groupies, and it is a complete and utter gross shit show. Yeah, twist. That's how I feel. I'm like, I just don't know how people can watch it. It's the same song and dance over and over again. Like, isn't it expected at this time? KCG, you have to be blocked on my Google. One of these days, maybe I'll figure it out. I just don't understand it, though. Truthfully. I don't know if she's on my main T. She can't comment on that channel. It's been like that for a long ass time. That's why she always comes in under her alts there. Shop, do you guys get pretty good protections as educators in Canada or not? Have you ever compared it to? Okay, I wouldn't say I'm smarter than them. I don't know. I got lucky and people like stay the hell away from that shit. Well, I got lucky and pissed off enough people that were complete and utter garbage, in my opinion, in the beginning. So they kind of hopped on the shut me down because they couldn't shut me up. Figures, that kind of thing. They kind of identified themselves. And I'll be honest, I don't hold grudges. I just see you for what you are. And there's no going back from that with many of those creators that do content on her. And it's just so weird to me. It is so weird. It's so weird. Isn't that what she lost her channel for? I swear, I thought that she lost it for reused content or something on her. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but yes, Kay, exactly. I don't know. It's just such a weird arena to me. I can't take him seriously most of the time. Why is she barking at you now? Oh. She just yipped and yapped, and I thought I stepped on her at first, but I wasn't even close. But she hopped down and then all of a sudden just started crying. I don't know what's going on.
Quit whining.
I got the toenail clipper out, so she's already giving me dirty looks. You're just going to claim every channel that's anonymous? Oh, you'll have a lot of fun with that. There's some of those anonymous channels I wouldn't want to claim. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Messy, messy. I really enjoy TikTok cat videos, though. That's, if you're ever looking for me and it can't be found, chances are I'm on TikTok watching cat videos. Keep them guessing. Yeah, ugh. I can't believe that Betty just didn't show up for court. I still, that astounds me that she. Oh, really? Shop that. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Like, I'm glad to hear that you are compensated for your time, but I'm sure differs very greatly. Some states, the teachers, educators are paid okay, but then places like Texas, they're paid terribly. I think Arizona, they get paid. I can't speak for the teachers because I don't know the average salary, but either some of our educators are married to people that make decent money, which is very likely here because Intel's right here, but there's a lot of like Range Rovers and Land Rovers in our parking lot. So, which doesn't mean anything. They could just have good credit too. But in Texas, I know they're paid shit. Idaho, they're paid shit.
Teachers don't make enough, period.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I think it's a universal thing. I know that there's some states that they're paid higher in, but the cost of living is extreme in those. Which one, Bree? Okay. Oh. Yeah. Most teachers, what's the average? Where's my phone? I think it's outside. Let me look and see what the average salary in Arizona for a teacher is. I don't think it's very high. Let me look. Average salary. Arizona. And it'll differ depending on their certificates and stuff and their degrees, I'm sure, but oh, yeah, that's bad. On salary.com, it's 39 to 81. ZipRecruiter, 26 to 59. 25 to 40 an hour on Indeed. As of February 28th, 2024, the average annual pay for a teacher in Arizona is $40,016 a year.
That would be fine in 1986.
That works out to $19.24 an hour.
That's terrible.
That is terrible.
Yeah, especially considering the degrees that you have to get, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, in the highest district in Maricopa County is Sentinel Elementary School, and on average, teachers make 75.6 at that school. Wow, that is horrifying. And that's courtesy of ZipRecruiter. Bree. Just looked up your average revival. Montana is the lowest. Oh, get this. That doesn't surprise me at all, actually, coming from Montana. $31,418.
Sweet Jesus.
That's the starting. And the livable wage in Montana is $47,000. Holy shit.
Yeah, especially with the teachers that put their own back into the classroom too. I mean, that's just, there should be no reason for that.
Wow. That's absolutely 69. That's low for cost of living in certain places.
Yeah.
That's extremely low. Yeah, right, Twist?
I think that definitely needs to be a profession that people need to boost and support.
Education.
It should be a hell of a lot more important than it is.
Well, on Agenda 47, one of the things he wants to do right away is get rid of the Department of Education.
Yeah.
That's one of his first priorities.
Yeah.
To get rid of the Department of Education. And put God back in schools.
Well, God's kind of dropping the ball on the math scores.
Since when did he become a fucking Christian nationalist?
2016.
God wouldn't vote for him, period, point blank in the story. Ain't got nothing to do with God. That's disappointing as hell to see that that's the wages, because you consider like a 4-bedroom house here, even 2-bedroom apartments start at like $1,600, and that's mid-range in a okay neighborhood. That's nothing special. That's nothing fancy. That's very basic family housing, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, $1,600 a month.
Yeah, I hate to make it political, but yeah, the Republicans do typically cut funding for education. They're trying to cut funding for Medicare.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if you read Agenda 47, it's horrifying that they just want to get rid of the teachers that actually care about the kids.
Okay, that's really sad. That's scary. Oh. North Carolina has some problematic people.
Yeah, there's
guy?
no reason that teachers should have to buy anything for their classroom. There's just not. I don't agree with that.
No, they should not at all. And I don't think a lot of teachers are allowed. Do you remember when we were kids and they used to send home like school lists for the family?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do that in most districts anymore. They're not allowed to because of the inequality. And so many families can't afford school lunches, let alone products.
People shouldn't have to afford school lunches. Those should be included, because that's a lot where a lot of kids get the most food in the whole day.
A lot of kids are fed. That's why, like, spring break, they open up cafeterias and stuff for kids, because it's some kids
there
only
should be
meals.
No reason these kids are going fucking hungry at school.
Well, and not only that, but they're like, the parents can't afford the back to school supplies or whatever, so they had to stop. That happened in Utah. They could not ask any further for supplies because families, it was such a differing, like, people couldn't afford, so they refused to let them ask for anything. So the teachers had to supplement anything that they needed.
That's bullshit.
Out of their own budgets.
I strongly disagree with that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Twist.
$55K. That was fine back in the 90s, but now that you can't afford rent or mortgage anywhere.
KCG, that's incredible that you did that for your kids. The one school in Utah, the one high school had like it was an underprivileged school, and it was it would have been where the girls went to high school, but they had an entire like store in there for basic necessities for the kids, so they could get shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, things, personal hygiene items. Girls could get tampons and stuff, and it was all free. That was one of the things that I did like about that school district. But wow. Oh, Brie, those are thankless jobs a lot of times, honestly. Like I can't speak enough about the people who work in those fields at all. Such a shop and so many other educators, but it is a very tough job and high turnover rate because it is so taxing and there's not enough protections. You don't get paid enough. Like, think about it. You're not even barely able to make your bills on one income being a teacher, let alone going and dealing with 12 really struggling students from all different areas and then not being able to step in and help. Like, there's just so much. Sad. That's amazing, shop. Oh, twist. That's amazing, though. My girls eat at the school most of the time. They didn't last year. It was making lunches all the time. This year, they love the school, but it's like buffet. It's like Golden Corral in there. They get all sorts of different options, but those lunch ladies take care of those kids. You know, that's why people get so bitchy about our schools. There's so many kids that's the only hot meal that they get. That's the only time that they have somebody that they can tell about abuse that they're enduring or learn about certain things in life if they're in a very, it's just the education system is so important in people's lives and they overlook it. I have teachers that I still remember to this day that played a huge impact in my life.
Me too.
That doesn't surprise me, KCG. It's brought in. Oh my goodness, groceries are going up again.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. That's why there's a lot of people that, there's so many people that are struggling. It just seems so tone deaf. Did you guys watch what happened? Oh, they did revival. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that.
That's the way it should be.
Oh, shop. Oh, that makes me sad. We have breakfast and lunch, and then they open up, like spring break, they will open up another like center for kids to go get food during that time. There's community outreach programs here that do boxes and stuff for kids, which is great. But yeah, that's amazing that they did that. More states need to jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Oh, if we could only start focusing on the things that matter.
Yeah, think of how much parents would have to pay for a babysitter all the time their kids are in school.
Right? Most people couldn't afford to work if they had to be
exactly
home. It's childcare is so expensive, and then if you have multiple kids, and at this day and age, it's hard to trust somebody watching your kids.
The girl that would always go over next door and assist, she got fired because she called in sick 5 out of the last 8 weeks for them, like the day before, and they went and did a home check to make sure she was doing her job, and when they went in, she was just sitting there on her phone not paying attention to the child. And that's what they've told about her before too. Wow. So
how long has your rice been in there?
Oh, I'll go get it. Here, you can keep this. Teachers, yeah. We got another whole kick now. See, this is, you just never know where you're gonna go.
No, you did not grow up comfortably.
No, KCG, far from it.
very uncomfortable. Years of therapy for it.
Am asked me today. I'll read you what she said to me, and I just kind of laughed. She said, we were actually cracking up. She said, so when will we start to peel back the layers of your trauma? You have a story that so many will relate to. Yeah, let's not.
You have tons of content.
Yeah. No, shop. It's great. Don't apologize, please. These are real conversations that need to happen, and people need to understand what's going on. Like, please don't ever apologize. You guys know that anything's fair game over here. And I'm so glad that you brought it up. And I'm so glad that you stepped back and took your mental health as a priority. I wish more people could do that. It's so important.
I think you should talk about some things in your past.
I hate talking about my life.
Yeah, well,
I lived it. I don't want to relive it.
There's a lot to be learned from it, though.
Yeah. What not to fucking do to your kids?
Yeah, mainly.
How not to fuck them up?
Yeah.
I know, Kay. I appreciate that so much. I talk a little bit about it, but I kind of skirt around it. You know, like you guys all know, I have a significant amount of religious trauma. Significant. That's why I feel so passionately about the things I feel passionately about. That's why, like, for me, and I'll say this over and over again, I said it today when me and Am were talking, addiction issues, religion issues, there's so much that goes hand in hand. A lot of people trade substance of some sort, whether it's alcohol, drugs, whatever the case may be, and they trade it for religion thinking that they've healed themselves, when in reality they just changed addictions. Religion becomes the substance. And I can't stand religion-based treatment facilities. That's a personal thing for me. They don't work. They might have a few success places here and there, but they exploit people's trauma, and they stand behind God to do it. And they distract them with the focus of, it's all got to be, you got to live for somebody else, when in reality they should be there to find themselves, to be there for themselves, to learn that it's okay to be fucked up, to learn coping skills. It's just another Band-Aid technique. Oh yeah, KCG for sure. It's something I don't skirt around. It's definitely a huge issue for me.
You don't hide it very well.
I don't hide it well at all. It's a.
You worry about the steaks. I'll do the feeding.
I can do the
Okay. It's a major. It's a major trigger for me, and I've always said that, and that's why formal religion to me is a crock of shit. I have so much trauma, so much fucking trauma, unnecessary trauma, from being held down and prayed over to cast demons out of me, when in reality my parents had a bad fucking divorce and hated each other. That was it. That was all. I could go on and on. There's some stuff that I'm not comfortable talking about. Sensing some tension, yeah. Like this is why I don't talk about my stories, because it's very raw. It's very real to me.
Which one do I get on?
Kyle laughs. What? One of each.
Should I heat it up by itself and then put the rice with it? Because the rice is hot.
No, you don't need to heat those up because the rice is hot. Just put those with the rice. The rice will heat that up, and that's on its own.
Let me throw them on?
Yeah, whenever you're ready. If you want to do that, I got the oven going. The potatoes are almost done. Here's these. I'll just throw this one away. So here. You'll have to open the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a hard time. You guys will learn that I have a hard time talking about me. I do talk about me, some things, because there's a lot I can relate to in some of these stories, but
How much rice?
Am and I realized this today, we pour ourselves into other people's trauma.
Is that too much?
Yeah. I mean, I think we realized this a long time ago. No, that's good.
Well, stop answering one.
And I think so many of you in the comment section do the same thing. We pour ourselves into other situations so we don't have to look at our baggage, because let's be honest, if most of us were to unpack our baggage, it would be the never-ending line of baggage, and you just kind of learn to cope with it. I think many of you understand that. You just kind of keep it moving.
Here, put this way.
Absolutely, KCG. It is absolutely okay to not be okay. It is definitely okay to not be okay. I mean, my life is kind of the reason why my best friend of 30 years became a therapist. And that's not a joke. I surround myself with people in the therapy world for a reason. Like, it's probably not the healthiest coping mechanism to like pour yourself into other situations and avoid yours, but some things are just too hard to relive, or like I still don't have answers to, and I've not gotten to the point where some of the stuff I can accept that I'll never get answers to. Like there'll never be a foundational reason of, oh, this is why this happened, or this makes sense of why this happened. Like I'll never have those answers, and that's a hard place to come to in my 40s. That I'll never be able to explain some of the things that were done in my life, except for other people's like selfish, weird shit. I don't know. It's just weird. Being an adult is weird.
Isabel, go eat your food.
Kyle's got his own trauma that he likes to avoid unpacking. He'll talk about my trauma, but Kyle's had significant loss in his life. Oh, KCG. Oh, man. A shop, right? I said to Am, when me and Am were having that conversation earlier, we were giggling though because she said that we needed to go to a therapist. And I said, we'd probably scare the bitch and she'd probably quit. She don't get paid enough for dealing with our shit. And we have morbid sense of humors. I think just coping, like, you know.
Most of my trauma's from the railroad.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's not true. A lot of your trauma stems from loss.
Yeah.
A lot of significant loss. Kyle's in a pretty good spot most of the time. You're a lot better now being here closer to them.
Uh-huh.
I think that helps you feel like you can help in some way, shape, or form.
And before I met you, I internalized, or I just blamed all my problems on other people. I was always the victim, and I never knew that the issues were actually in my own head. And
no, they weren't in your head. They were real.
They were made up by somebody else in my life.
Well, yeah, but they were very valid and very real. I wouldn't say you would like to play the victim. I think you can't really say you like to play the victim when you were being victimized. I don't know. That's a whole other story. One I'd like to punch somebody over. So there's that. Probably not a good combo for me to talk about either.
Makes two of us.
Yeah, absolutely, Kate. It absolutely can. KCG, I am so fucking far behind on emails. I will admit, I am so behind on emails and messengers. I started to catch up like 2 weeks ago. I got through quite a few, and then I failed again. I will, though, in the next week, I will get caught up on emails. I promise you guys. I'm so bad. That is one of my failures. I admitted that to you guys right off the bat, though. Like, I am terrible at responding. Sometimes I just have so many irons in the fire. Like tomorrow, Kenzie and I have to go for orientation at 9:00. But then we'll be done with that. I finally got my fingerprint clearance card. I got my social security card actually changed. I got it's just been one thing after another. Oh, thank you, KCG. Oh, are you talking with that one community? Shop. Yes, you did. You found your prints. Twist. You guys are all cracking me up. You guys are all like, Kay, one thing that I have realized is I knew this for a long time, but like abandonment and neglect is one of the hardest traumas for people to get over. And there's such a foundational thing with that abuse, physical abuse. There's some sort of physical touch, which is inappropriate, wrong, all the things around. But when people have suffered neglect and abandonment, there is a different missing piece. That affection, the environmental causes that can be long term, is so horrible. It's horrifying. There's people that never get over, because when your brain's developing, if you've experienced, like, especially that first 5 years of somebody's life, like, that's such a foundation of how people see things.
Well, we're seeing that firsthand.
Yeah, we live it firsthand every day and watching what they go through. But it's just so interesting.
It's amazing how much the youngest one has blocked everything out.
Yeah, that's intentional, though.
Yeah.
And she says it too. It's so hard. This is all fantastic news. The government, right? Breathe high.
Hold on, I'm catching up.
Yeah, Kay, I get that. That is something I struggle with, like time management. I need I say I need to clone myself. That'd be fucking scary having to me. Let me be truthful. I would be scared of myself. But time management is just something I don't struggle with it. I just am always trying to do the things that I need to do to get by. And that's like the last thing on my list is usually emails. There is, though, Chap Tess. I need to get back to her really fast because she trusted me enough to like tell me some of her story. And I really want to start working on however we can help her too, because you guys will adore her. And her story is horrifying.
Brittany, she doesn't want to see me with my shirt off. That's just you.
Helping me watch.
Watch what? God damn it.
Did you not get hand fed? Did Dexter eat your food?
That's your own goddamn fault. You should have ate your dinner. I'm not going to sit there and fucking watch. I'm not going to be bossed around by a 21-year-old.
Right, Bree? That would be scary. I think he read it, Britt. Stop, it's really horrifying. Abandonment and neglect just lay such a foundation of... It's so hard to separate that out. Environmental struggles. KCG. Yeah. You know how many people that her story impacts that have never been able to speak or anything, like tell their stories. She's going to have a lot of impact on people's lives. Twist. Oh, I'm so fucking sorry. I am really sorry. I can imagine you are struggling, rightfully so. I am really sorry to hear that. Don't say, you guys in the same sorry. You've got to stop apologizing. This is as safe as the internet gets. This is a safe place, but you guys are entitled to say whatever you need to say. We're just bullshitting here. Like, please. I hate when you guys apologize for saying anything. This is what this community, this little group of women do. And there's a few men that support each other. And this is what stands out to me. We're a small little group of islanders. And it's just such a difference. I don't know. There's just such a different feel about it. Oh, KCG, I'm sure this has brought up a lot of emotion for you. Twist, is there anything we can do to support you going through that? Any of you guys going through stuff? Is there anything as a group we can offer? Just know that, oh, fuck, I'm sorry. That's stage 4 colon cancers. Yeah. Hey, it is so fucking tough. Aw, twist. Oh, that's
Come
you.
feed her so she can eat.
That's even a worse. I'm so sorry, twist. That's conflicting, and I'm sure weighs really heavy on you. That's a fucking rough spot, and I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. Healthy boundaries are important. And unfortunately, sometimes those healthy boundaries still have to be in place even when things like that are happening. That's really hard. I think about that often. People that caused you trauma, that's not something that can just be overlooked. I'm super proud of you though for setting boundaries and knowing that you needed those boundaries, but it still doesn't lessen the hurt and pain I'm sure you feel now. This is why I love this group, because all of you are so good to each other. Oh, yeah. And that's okay. It's okay to grieve too. It's whatever you need to do. Like, this is, I know that she's sick and going through something, but you're entitled to feel, your feelings are valid. Every bit of that. However, you need to process. Like, that's one thing I can't stand is when people try to invalidate other people's feelings, whether they're right, wrong, indifferent. People's feelings matter. They might be misplaced, they might be on focused on the wrong thing at the time, but they're valid feelings. If you're feeling them, they're valid. Whatever you need for us.
Tina.
Kyle keeps calling Bella Karen.
Well, she keeps barking at everybody for no reason.
She's tattling on everybody. Shop, that goes for you too. I know this is going to be a journey for you. Yeah, you guys are in some tough spots. Yeah, Shop, that is so fucking important. Seen, heard, and validated. Yeah, and some people are incapable of doing that. Some people, and especially the older generation, nothing to any of you in here because I see so much hope. There's some of you that I'm like, if that person was my mom, like if that person would have been in my life, like there's so many of you that have taught me so much about random things in here. And validated. I want to be able to provide a spot where I'm trying to venture into finding out how we can do a safe support group so we can have discussions in a closed setting. However, unfortunately, we all know that it won't be safe because people are fucking evil and horrible and obsessed. But eventually, when we can, Twist, I'm so glad that you got it out. I'm so glad that you got it out. Whatever you need from us, we're here for you. Okay. One of my cats farted the other day, and I was like, what was that? Kenzie's still fighting with Bella to get her to eat her food.
Will you come in? She won't eat.
See, she's still fighting with Bella to eat. Why won't you eat? Are you scared to eat? She's like, I want steak, you idiots. I know what you do in here. All right, y'all. Let me see if I can feed my dog right quick. And then I'm going to get off here and eat. And then I think Am and I are going to go live. if she feels up to it. It's been a lot of heavy stuff the last couple of days.
Actually, you can go to mine. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it and go to one.
KCG, you can leave it. I don't know if Kathy's still. No, wait. We're on my backup channel. I don't know who can post it for you. Hold on.
No, I said she's in yours. Go in mine. Alana, go in mine. Your sister's in yours.
Do you have, Kathy, do you have her link for her channel? If you do, will you text it to me and I'll just post it?
Stop running.
You don't have to do it right now. I can just post it in the community tab too on my main page. KCG, I don't know. This channel, I don't even remember who's. Britt's a mod over here too. I think only mods can post links.
Don't let Dexter in until she eats.
And for some reason, I was trying to give Kathy a wrench in here, but on my iPad, I can't give wrenches. I'm realizing. See, this little shit just wants that. Look what she's doing.
Hey, can you get off live so we can...
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, thank you, T. See, T's got you. All right, you guys. I'm gonna head out. I will post. You can't on yours either. See, Kathy, these things are ridiculous. I'm gonna get off here, feed the family, and then, yeah, that's probably a little raw.
Good.
I would leave that one in here though. That one's fine, just because you already cut it, so the juice is gonna go out. Oh, August Moon, sending you huge hugs and love too. If we go live tonight, I'll try to post at least 15 to 30 minutes before. I'm going to text Am when I get off here, feed my family, and then either we'll be back tonight or tomorrow, depending on how she feels, if she's up for it. It's been a lot, so. Twist. All right, y'all. Sending you all big hugs. I will either see you later tonight or I will see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, please. And don't forget to do some self-care. And those of you going through something, which I know is everybody in here, everybody's going through some shit. Remember, you're not alone. You matter. And you're seen. Good night, y'all.